You can sense the crowd building up for it now. The expectation of Matthew Lloyd's 100th, his first 100-goal season. I'm sure we're going to see plenty more of them.
Deep in attack. Free kick, I think, to Spider. In fact, the advantage given to Bell. He's had a lot of it. 28 possessions. King, who was outstanding in the first half, he's kicked 5 goals. And he shouldn't be underestimated, his performance. He has been reported, we believe. Alessio marks.
Yeah, I can confirm that, Bruce. Reported for striking.
Lucas takes them on, gets around, and then bangs it down the line. A one-on-one situation, not a good kick. Grant Simpson should maybe a free kick. No. Now Pickett, he's in trouble. He's gone. Gets it out. Long. Now Lloyd goes. Long chips it. He's got him.
Security guards here in their droves.
There isn't enough of them, Robbo.
They've come from everywhere in anticipation.
It doesn't matter how many there are. There aren't enough.
Well, good on you, Matthew.
From everywhere, aren't they?
Well, let's hope he can...
Security guards ringing the oval.
Well, come on, Matthew, get the goal, eh?
Just 22 years of age.
History.
He's got it.
So much for the security, Rob. Severely outnumbered. Congratulations to Matthew Lloyd. That's a superb effort. Look at the recognition from all the fans. His teammates were the first to get there. They came from everywhere as well.
I've got a little interest. When I first started at Carlton in 1966, his father had a lot to do with me settling in there, John Lloyd, and he's got a couple of brothers who were pretty good footballers too. And I think it's just a credit to, he's got his feet firmly planted on the ground, he's got a terrific head on his shoulders, and wonderful parents, Matthew Lloyd.
What a great shot.
Yep.
That's unbelievable. Imagine him in the middle of all that. He's just thinking, I've finally done it. This is incredible. The very first time that he's done it.
Tell you what, wouldn't be easy for the Kangaroos either. It just prolongs it a bit.
Exactly.
It just makes it a longer quarter. They're still coming.
So the other thing is now the delay takes so long because all the fans get out there. All of a sudden they're with their team. They're patting all their stars on the back. It's a stoppage that takes a heck of a long time.
Is there any sense to try and rope off the square at the end of the game after we see all these people on the ground now?
Exactly, Robbo.
That'll be a waste of time for sure.
Seems ridiculous, but you do wonder why they employed the security guards. They might have saved them money. Just try straight past them. John Coleman's the youngest ever to kick 100 at 20 years and 300 days. Plugger was 21 and a bit. Lloyd is 22, but there's some great names that were younger. Coleman, Pratt, who did it twice, by the way, before he was 22. Kelvin Templeton, Ron Todd, Jeff Bletham was only 21. Coleman had done it twice before he was 22. Michael Roach is in there. Plugger, as I said, Larry Donahue. But, well, the world is at his feet. I mean, we're sitting alongside a bloke who kicked 1,254 goals. Robbo, Jason kicked it 5 or 6, I should know, Jace, off the top. But 5, 6 times he kicked 100 goals. And the first one is magical. And I reckon it's appropriate that it was Long who carved it and made it happen, because he has created so much today.
You can see the focus of his teammates had shifted. The last 10 minutes, all of a sudden they opened up the forward line and every kick was directed towards Matthew because they wanted him to get the 100. Look at that kick. He'll savour that memory for as long as he lives. And his teammates come from everywhere. Have a look at the joy. They're all sharing in it. He realises that they're responsible for, he's finishing off their good work upfield.
You did. The distraction out of the way for Sheedy and everyone too for the prelim final, wasn't it?
It has been the perfect day for the Bombers. They have reasserted their authority. I think they've shown everyone where the bar is now. And if you can jump this high, well, you can play us later on in the final series, but I don't think many of you can.
I think we're thinking about tomorrow a bit differently too, Carlton and Melbourne. We're thinking about 3 great teams. And look, there's Mark Johnson. And there are 3 great teams, and there's 3 big chances maybe, but boy, at the moment they put us. It's like going out and watching Might and Power do something today, sort of win by about 15.
We probably thought maybe 8 weeks ago that everyone else was playing for second. And then in recent weeks it started to even up a bit. The Bombers came down.
The Blues were up.
Blues were up. The Demons have come up. But now we're playing for second again because this is just... I've never seen anything like this, Bruce.
They've been absolutely brilliant, haven't they? Let's have a look at the 100th goal again. The first player under Sheedy to kick it.
Bit of a wobble of the kick. I don't think it was pure off the boot.
The stat that Richard Osborne mentioned, I think earlier in this quarter, that they've had a dozen goal kickers, is another very important aspect of their game that they just don't rely. I mean, on this occasion, it's James Hird who's come back into the side and kicked 5. Matthew Lloyd 6, Mercedes 4 from the middle. And then a couple of contributors with 2, Lucas, Moorcroft and Caracella. And the list just goes on. I mean, they just keep bobbing out of nowhere to kick a goal.
Well, before today they had 7 players that kicked over 20 goals this season. I mean, they've got the depth as well as the heights. Do you reckon he was a bit nervous going back? I mean...
without a doubt. I mean, he would have had a lot of things racing through his mind, and
there's the president,
knowing how level-headed Matthew is, he would have put it all aside and said, just do what I've been doing, kick through the ball. They do a good job, the boys and the coach. They get around you and they stop, because there's so many fans out there that just want to celebrate. They're jumping from 3 and 4 deep, trying to patch on the back, patch on top of the head, and it can actually get quite physical in there.
When I said a waste of time employing the moment, they're very... Is he going off the ground, Lloyd?
It looks like it.
Is he leaving us, is he?
And I think he's gone. Once he does that, he's gone for good.
This is amazing, isn't it?
I think Caracella looked as if he was with him too.
So Lloyd's left the arena. So Kevin Sheedy says that's enough for today.
Rest those thumbs now for next week.
And left completely.
Well, they're big stakes here. They lost that final last year when they were expected to win. And there's huge stakes from an Essendon Football Club point of view. They must go all the way, and he's leaving no stone unturned to make sure that they do.
That's another first. He's kicked 100 and then exited the ground. I've never seen it.
Not even to the bench, straight off the ground. just one point, because I better make it. The security guards do a great job. I was being facetious when I said those that are around the ground running on. I mean, we know they're coming on, but around the players, they do a superb job.
It does get very physical out there when you've got that many people just going berserk.
He's had a bad back, Fletcher. They're really keeping him warm here with a stretching.
Hey, what happens when his back gets fixed? Can he get any better? I mean, he's got a notch on his belt in the form of Wayne Carey.
We've seen some things here today that I certainly haven't seen a football match before. With Lloyd going straight for the ground. Now he comes back on.
Maybe they took him off just to clear the crowd from the arena a bit quicker. If he's not out there's no reason for the people to jump the fence. Well, there's two sides to every story, though, Bruce. I mean, we saw Matthew Lloyd, the joy of kicking his 100th.
I mean,
theoretically, I would say that he's left the ground. He's left the ground, hasn't he?
Yeah, but no one came on to replace him.
But the rule is there that if you leave the ground, you must come through the interchange bench.
Oh, but players cross the boundary line everywhere, though, Robbo.
Here's Caracella coming off now. And Hardwick on.
Spare a thought for Mick Martin, the man that has the 100th kicked on him. I mean, we know how much joy there is in a forward kicking them.